and welcome in a very hot, muggy, and gnat infested South Carolina. Um, Here's our patch on a very hot day. We decided to come in the afternoon to see how our plants are doing in the heat. We don't live near our patch. We always got to drive half an hour to get here, so every now and then we'll come in the heat of the day to see how they're holding up. There's Miss Tina. Hey, Miss Tina, taking care of our fruit. It's in the mid-90s today, so we're back to our regular self. It's been a little bit mild in May and the beginning of June, but we're back to our good old hot self. Alright, here's our 1164, filling up its pot, slowly but surely. Actually pretty fast. It's looking good, holding out in the heat. Earlier on, some of the leaves were flagging a little bit, and even though we got this beautiful 30% shade net on, it will still burn, like you see right here. Those are spots that get burned up, and I'm pretty sure we'll get a couple of fresh burns today. But all in all, the plant's holding up really good under the net. Without this net, it would be a different story. These are looking good. Good color green, shiny, healthy looking plant. Over here, today I've prepped this female. Its final resting place. Put a green tarp on the bottom, and then sand under it, play sand. It's not completely down yet, but it's growing, so I'm pretty confident that this one will be our keeper. As you can see, there's already an angle in the vine, but as the pumpkin grows, I will position it a little bit more to the left so we get that 90-degree angle that we're looking for. And you always got to be careful. They snap easily, so that's our keeper for the year. It's in its 4th day, and in 6 days from now, day 10, we do a first official measurement that will give us a slight idea of where we're heading with this one. Over here, we have a 3-lober that we pollinated. We usually don't pollinate 3-lobers, but this one, that's now about softball size. We kept on as an insurance. If for some odd reason the other one is not going to take, then this will be the one. It's always nice to have one on the main vine, but if anywhere possible, no 3-lober. With less seed chambers. I suspect that they have to do a lot more growing to get to the same size. You can tell the leaves here, shiny, nice dark green color, healthy looking plant. Alright, that's our 1164. Over here, our small and last plant in the patch, 165B Cantrell, Brother Dave's plant. Kind of an insurance policy just in case 1164 wouldn't make it, but right now 1164 is doing good, but we'll keep this one in anyway and see if we can get a nice melon going on it. Still a little bit young for a fruit, but it's getting there. Over here, a bigger melon plant, 165B Control 2. This one is getting enough size now. It's getting to the size where it can support a melon. And here's one. Here's a little female that opened up today. And this one actually has a set on it now. We have one here on the main vine. I'm not 100% sure it took yet, but it's growing a little bit. A little bomb, a little torpedo. And then over here, under this green contraption, a very nice looking one, but let's see if I can uncover this for you. Over there, this one has a beautiful shape, a good position. Unfortunately, it's a little bit close to the stump, which is right over there. Say about 5 feet from the stump, and if anywhere possible, we like to get a little bit further out. But all in all, a good looking plant, despite signs of disease earlier in the wet period. This one's looking really good now. We're on top of the whole spraying situation, and We got a rigorous program in where we rotate 4 or 5 different fungicides. Here's the Mitchell, a little bit bigger than a Cantrell even, and turning into a nice sized plant now. This one had some females open today too. Here I'll show you a set that is a couple days old now and has started to grow a little bit. Still pretty small, but nevertheless a baby melon, and for right now we'll keep it, and if we get a better set then we'll go with that one. This one's about 8 feet out on one of the side shoots, and it's on a thick vine, so I'm not really unhappy with it, but if anywhere possible we'll try to get a set on this vine here, the main vine. Here's a little female that opened today, a little bit smaller, but okay looking shape. And there's a female on this side here today. There's females opening all over the place right now. Here's one. This one is a longer looking female, and then here's a long one too. And this is all on side vines. Another female. All over the place now. Once again, if you can't get a set on the main, I'll take a side vine, but anywhere possible, main vine is preferred. Nice looking plant too, not too crowded yet, and healthy looking. And then here, our other pumpkin plant. This is the 1605 Sweet. This plant basically has a shade net too, but it's kind of partial because it's a small net that we used in our first year. It's only a 400 square foot net, so as you can tell here on the outer vines, the leaves are getting burned. Are getting seriously burned. This one's looking pretty bad. There's a couple of bad ones. Yeah. So some serious burn on this plant. Here's some fresh burn from today. As you can tell, it starts with slight discoloration, looks waterlogged, then it will turn like this, grayish blackish, and then at the very end it will turn like this, black fallout. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it. A lot of the leaves in the middle of the plant are looking good, really healthy, turning into a nice sized plant. I've ended the first side vines today. They're about 15 to 20 foot long, so it's going to be a decent sized plant once it's full grown. Down here is our first pollination on the main vine. Hopefully our last. It would be nice if it would take. It's pollinated yesterday. We took the female off, and now it gets a fan. It got ice bottles yesterday, water bottles that we freeze, and then the day off pollination we cool them. Second day we take the flower off, we fan a little bit, give it some extra shade, because it's got this little green cloth on it, and then on top of that this big tarp. This little contraption doesn't look like much, but it shades the tip on hot days like today to make sure that our main vine tip doesn't burn. And this is the other side of the plant. Nice plant so far, not a whole lot of problems, none actually. The only issues we have is with the sun, and like here, another badly burned leaf. Some leaf will burn like this one. Leaf next to it is perfect, so it's hard to predict, but we know we're going to lose some leaves to the sun, and it's calculated. That's why we grow huge plants, and we're going to end up with more than enough leaves to grow a very nice pumpkin. This is a tertiary vine, a third vine. It's going to have a little bit of burn too. Here's a fresh one from today. This one we're going to wrap all the way over there around the stump, and this one is going to provide us with some late season foliage. Usually the leaves around the stump die first, and then at the end of the season or in late season you want to have some foliage to keep your plant growing, and that's why we try to grow some third vines, and we have to time that right so that by the time it's mid-August, late August, September, we still have some plan to support, because as good as they're looking now, with the weather turning hot, quality of the leaves is going to deteriorate pretty rapidly. So we'll enjoy this while we can and while it lasts. Here, the tomatoes. We just pulled Tina's tomatoes today. Chances of a big one are gone, so we had a couple of nice eating tomatoes. Here's a tomato on one of my plants that is measuring close to 19 inches now. Hasn't turned color yet, so until it does, I'll grow it. And here's my other remaining plant. This one has a little fat mama here on it. It should be done any day now. There's Miss Tina, working hard, because doing anything in your garden in weather like this is a task. And I hear that some of you northern growers have hot weather right now, and I'm sorry, but we feel no pity. It'll give you a taste of what it's like to grow in a southern climate. You have 95, 98, 100-degree days. A couple days is okay, but imagine doing that for 3 months, and you know how it's like to grow down in the south. Alright, our main patch, plant's doing good. We got some fruit set. Take a quick look here at our field pumpkin. This one had a female on it, but it burned off. This one gets no shade whatsoever. Doesn't have any automatic watering either, but it's growing to a nice size now, and it struggles in the heat. It flags. When we came, it was flagging bad, and this is the result. It will have some badly burnt leaves. Nevertheless, we'll give it a good try anyway. See if we can get a fruit going on it. Here's our pepper plants and some huge marigolds. These marigolds are called Crackerjack, the variety. They're nice lookers, but they're also huge, because this one here, for instance, this one's about 4.5 feet. It's about chest height, and they dwarf any variety you buy in the store. Here's a Buteulochia. Here's a Trinidad scorpion that I got, but it looks very much like a ghost pepper to me, so I could be wrong, but I'm not seeing the telltale stinger that you would normally see on a Trinidad scorpion pepper plant. Here's our biggest ghost pepper plant. This one is very prolific. Already has numerous fruit on it, as you can tell. And here on top, numerous little ones coming. Here's a couple. So we're going to have plenty of hot peppers again this year. And then over here, one of Tina's little projects. This is going to be a big head sunflower. I've just started to flower. These are always pretty plants. Huge leaves, big stem, and well, starting to flower. Flower still has to grow. Should become one of those dinner plate size sunflowers, and I hope it gets to that size. Here's an eating tomato that we planted. This is a beefsteak, a red beefsteak. These plants are great in the heat because for some reason they have no problem setting tomatoes. I mean, here's a cluster, here's a huge cluster, here's a new cluster, and almost every flower, as you can tell, turns into a tomato. Here's one. Here's a Cherokee purple. I was told that these plants make for great eating tomatoes, so we'll give them a try and see how it turns out. This one has no problem setting fruit either. A little bit more trouble than a red beefsteak, but still plenty of fruit on it already. Cluster here at the bottom too. And eating tomatoes. This was a backup giant plant, which is just turned into an eating plant too. As you can tell here, nice amount of tomatoes on this one too. And these will make for nice sandwich tomatoes. So there you go with that one. Our herbs. Slowly time to pull them to make some room for the field pumpkin here. And that's about it. That's where we are in our patch. We have A couple of sets going now. Hopefully we got our chosen fruit, and hopefully they will stick and we can start growing them. We got our first melon sets, and hopefully we'll get a couple better ones a little bit further out and on the main vine. But all in all, everything's going well. It's very hot right now, 95, high humidity, and as long as the rain stays away, we should be good disease-wise too. For now, everything's looking good. Then there's something I need to do for a certain Susan Barber from Ohio. That's a hey y'all, and there it is, Susan, especially for you. You're a celebrity now. And with that, the only thing that's left to say for me is, well, happy growing to everybody. Good luck. Hope everybody grows a big one and makes it till the end of the season. We'll keep you guys posted. And well, from a hot, muggy, and net-infested South Carolina, over and out, y'all.